In this video, we'll be talking about 3 hidden details in Season 4, Episode 82, titled Sunset. Before we get to the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notifications to be notified every time I post a video. So first, here's a short recap of what happens in Episode 82. Let's talk about the title first, Sunset. It's quite fitting because the world is coming to an end. Every character feels a sense of desperation and suspicion for the worst. Now let's talk about what the episode's about. It centers around the ramifications and aftermath of the earthquake on Paradise. Although many Eldians have died and lost their homes and loved ones, Erin's internal support continues to rise. Meanwhile, Ani, who has awoken after a 4-year slumber, plans to fulfill a promise she made to her father as a child. Hanj is meeting with Peek and Magath, while Armin is preparing to convince Connie not to sacrifice Falco. Now that the recap is done, let's check out some hidden details. The first hidden detail is Annie's awakening might be a ray of hope for humanity. Hitch began the episode by observing a huge level of division among the people of Paradise. Some people are entirely on Eren's side and believe that any sacrifice is worth what is happening. Others have lost loved ones due to the rumbling, with walls crumbling around their own family and friends. They believe Eren made a mistake by failing to consider the people inside the walls and allowing so many to perish. Hitch becomes concerned that people will start fighting, so she heads out to gather some gear. Although our attention is drawn to the subsequent encounter with Annie, this moment is still significant. Now in Season 1, Annie was seen as the focal point, especially when Eren was raining blows on her Titan form. During this tense showdown, Eren yells out that he will one day destroy the entire world. But at this moment, his words kind of felt inspirational and served as an early glimpse of the acceptance of his role as a hero. But throughout 4 seasons, a lot of shit has happened. It's now interesting to revisit this scene in the context of Attack on Titan's final season, especially this episode, and see Annie and Eren's old fight from a completely different angle. Eren has carried out his fearsome threat, and in the face of complete destruction, Annie, the dejected warrior and crystallized outcast, might be humanity's best hope for stopping Eren's doings and saving the world. This is the brilliance of Attack on Titan, a series in which every character is responsible, when everyone is an embodiment of evil in someone else's eyes. Nobody is a devil. Following so much tragedy and loss, the people of Attack on Titan may finally be ready to follow this advice and embrace what makes them unique. Number 2. Armin is losing hope. Apart from Annie's awakening, Armin over here is feeling powerless in the face of what's going on around him. He believes Eren would have handled everything much better, but Armin was caught off guard and didn't see what was coming. The only thing he could do right now is stop Connie from throwing Falco in front of his Titan mother and gain Peek and Reiner's support. He basically believes that he can't stop Eren in the rumbling at this point, so all he can do is save Falco from being eaten by Connie's mother. Mikasa is skeptical of Armin's plan because she has her own worries, mainly Eren. In retrospect, most of what she did in the past was at Eren, Levi, or Armin's suggestions. But since Levi and Eren aren't here at this time, and Armin is kind of freaking out and regretting even to be alive, she's also hopeless. She can't stop thinking about Eren, and when she asks Armin about him, Armin melts down. He probably feels bad he failed Eren and there's nothing he can do about it. They're both at their lowest point. But in all fairness, Armin and Mikasa's conversation is a very wholesome scene. It really demonstrates that they're just people at the end of the day. Moments like that are always very well executed in AOT. Armin is exhausted as anyone in this situation would be, and Mikasa is concerned about Eren despite the horrific things he has done. Then Armin snapping at Mikasa and immediately regretting it feels humane. You could be as clever and as innovative as you want, but there are times when you feel tired and frustrated. Number 3. Zeke failed. We see Connie on a horse with Falco in a sad scene in the credits. Falco thanks Connie for his assistance. He's lost his memory and recognizes Connie, but he's unsure why. Meanwhile, Connie is planning to bring Falco to his death. This isn't the kind of behavior Connie would generally approve of, but he's been solidified by everything that's happened and sees no other option. He simply wants to live with someone he cares about. Then we see that Peek and Magath made it through the collapse of the walls. They're now outside of town attempting to figure out their next move when they run into Hanj. If you're still here, comment down below if you liked the video, disliked the video, or anything I need to improve for the videos. And don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel, I really appreciate it. Okay, so for once they're on the same team. Hanj begs them not to eat her and presents herself as someone friendly to them, simply assisting an unconscious fellow who refuses to die. And it is then that we learn that Levi is still alive. But he appears to be hanging by a thread, so it's uncertain how much life he has left in him, or how badly injured he is. But one thing is for sure, he is going to come back and kick some ass. Alright, so there you have it, 3 hidden details that you may have missed in the 82nd episode of AOT. If you guys have anything more to add, please leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give this video a quick thumbs up, and share. Peace.